And hello everyone, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while since we did that. I hope everyone having a great day. And hello, my friend Ina. Hello. I hope you're having a great Sunday. And of course, my friend, the myth, the legend. Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna have some fun all together. So yeah, as I said, it's been a while, and yeah, I kind of forgot how to do that. I used to do like quite a lot, and I'm still anxious about it, but I think we'll be fine. Last time we did that, I think, was about a song we made like a couple of years ago during the COVID thing. But yeah, we'll roll the ball. So again, thanks everyone that are here. Um, I hope you can hear me okay. I have some music behind. I hope that's not too distracting. And yeah, if everybody's ready, we can begin. So yeah, raise your hands if you're ready and good to go, and start, so I can start uh, saying my the story of my life or something like this. Okay, all right. So I assume everything's all right, and yeah, we're good to go. So uh, if for some reason you didn't catch the recent stories we made about the whole situation, we're starting to prepare the new record. Okay, and we are actually we are actually pretty much from scratch. We're doing pretty much from scratch, yeah. Because yeah, right now until this day, actually, I have like maybe a couple of songs like in the top of my head, getting ready. But it's basically from the beginning. So what I wanted to do is to show you the whole process to everyone, how we deal with this thing, because it's not very clear um, what we're actually going through, because this is not our main thing. Let's get this out of the way. This is not our main thing. Every band in Greece, at least in Greece, I can probably vouch for other countries too, but for Greece, in Greece for sure. Okay, we have our hopefully our day jobs, and then we try to do music on our free time. And oh, hello, my friend Theodore. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for joining. Grab your beverage, your snack, whatever it is, everybody, and yeah, join us. So I was saying that yeah, this is obstacle number one. Okay, the limitation of time. Okay, so you're gonna see the whole thing, like me trying and us trying to find time to do the record. Okay, to be to pave our way. How do you say? Yeah, pave our way through so we reach stardom or whatever this is. Okay, so um so yeah, and this is the first stream about that, of course. So far, um I have started. I tried to start and write some material. I was really excited about it after, especially after I did those stories and tell you about sharing all those things. I was very excited about it, and I already have started doing stuff. I don't have many things, but I have a couple of ideas. Okay, so that's one. But before we even start, I also asked you guys how you prefer to listen to music. Like you have, I assume everybody has their favorite artists. All right. So if anyone wants, please share your favorite music, either its type of music or maybe a band or an artist, whatever it is. So if you feel free to share in the chat, so we can start this discussion, because it's about how everyone wants their favorite artist to produce music, to release music in order for you to hear it. Okay, so I'm giving you a couple of seconds if anyone wants to chime in that. Plus, I would also like to see what are you guys listening and what you like, basically. All right, so take a couple of seconds. I'm gonna sip a little bit of water. So, here's the deal. There's been a lot of discussions about this, and let me quickly pull out the results from this poll. Give me a moment to find them out. Although I vaguely remember that most of you guys were asking for albums. Okay, for anyone that doesn't know the whole thing, I asked in the Instagram, which way do you prefer it? Do you prefer it by album, like base, or maybe single base? Meaning, you want to wait until your favorite artist has a whole album outside and maybe a couple of singles behind, or you would prefer releasing and listening to music from your favorite artist per single base, meaning that every month or so you will get a single from them and nothing else. Okay, so let me quickly get the archives, so to speak, and the results. Okay, so I was surprised to know that 65% of you chose albums. Okay, wait, where's that? Chose albums. Okay, 18% of you chose singles, and 17% of you didn't actually mind. So let's elaborate a bit. And before I start, let me tell you why this is important for our band and for every band. Because let's take the album situation. Okay, album means that we have to prepare for there will be no music, or maybe there'll be, yeah, nobody listens to whole albums anymore. The attention span of an average person is 10 seconds. Okay, that's another thing. We'll get to that. We'll get to that because this is about how everybody writes songs these days. Okay, so you have the album, okay, and it means that your favorite artist or band won't have something out apart from a single, maybe just before the release. And you will have to wait for maybe months. And I'm just reminding you here that we have limited time. It means that with the max 3 hours a day, and I'm like very optimistic right now, with 3 hours a day I have, and not only me, that I'm mostly writing the music, but every other member of the band has to commit and prepare the material. Okay, rehearse it, getting ready and all that kind of stuff before even going to the studio. Okay, meaning rehearsals and personal practice and stuff like that. And okay, so you have to wait for a band. In our case, like a local band that we have our day jobs and it will be a lot. Okay. Although back in the day, that was how things were actually done, because on top of my head, Metallica was releasing an album a year, but that's what all they would do, and still they got a year. But nowadays, maybe that wasn't a good example, because nowadays it's so fast. Everybody's releasing music on top of everybody else. Okay, so the choice is between if we want to stay like on top of the, how do you say, on top of the trend and releasing music like everybody else. So somewhere along the way, some song may caught attention of some people, or we wait and we prepare an album after, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months, 1 year span, doesn't matter. I was actually in between. Okay, I was thinking maybe we should do something in between, because, as my friend Ina says, it's more likely people will listen on repeat, because that's what people doing nowadays. They open Spotify and they're like, oh, this is a single from this band, let's listen to that, and they don't even care. And it's not like me and other romantic people as me reading the booklet, the lyrics and stuff like that. Okay, So there's that. And albums didn't die yet, though. Okay, let's not kid ourselves. Didn't die completely, at least. But I think we're on the verge. So what I was thinking, also really nobody listens to that album. It's a shame that some songs never got attention they deserve. Okay, look. Even back in the day, not all the songs from the album actually getting the attention, unless it's a 10 out of 10 album. All right. People and bands and artists back in the day, they were like, oh, we need a single, we need a hit, we need a smash hit, radio hit, whatever it is that it can elevate us to the wider audience. Okay, it was always about one song, but back in the day, it wasn't like we weren't bombarded every minute of the day with something new, or every day. And that way we lose control. And of course, that here comes what you said before about the average span. It's not about the person, it's about the way things are going. Back in the days, where to release? Now, if you release a single with 2 songs, maybe none of them like from people, and it's a risk. Well, here's the thing. That's what nowadays what artists are doing. Many of them actually, they release 1, 2, or maybe 3, hoping that they will be the ones that will make them more famous and give them more fan base. Okay, attract more fan base to their material. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. The more we discuss it right now, the more tricky it gets in my mind. But here's what we are planning to do. Maybe, just maybe, it would be a good idea to get the best of both worlds. I see many bands here from Thessaloniki doing that lately. An EP, which again, it's an old school idea. EPs are like old school, really old school idea. All right, so having 1 or 3 songs, or maybe 4, I don't know. I was thinking 3, okay, because again, just a single, it's like, okay, I'm giving you a chocolate, and then you're like, you know what? I want a little bit more, but not too much, because, yeah, I'm trying to keep my weight at bay. So, yeah, of course, it's always about food with us. Keep in mind that. All right, so I was thinking maybe we could do 3. Let's say an EP. Okay, an introduction. Because, as I was saying like a couple of days ago, the whole idea of the band was to showcase this whole Little Animals thing, this whole forest thing, and we didn't quite get the chance to do it like a couple of years ago when the first record was out. All right, so I was thinking maybe give you a small preview of the idea. Okay, introduce the world to who is Betty? Who is Betty the raccoon? Who's that girl? What does she do? What does she like? What's her character, her perks, her weaknesses, her strengths maybe? I don't know. Okay, what's this flipping forest I'm keep like babbling the past year about? Okay, by the way, you can find a lot of that information on our website. So if you want to check some information about that, you can find at bettytheraccoon.com. We have an official website. You can find our music there, our merch, everything related to that. But instead of just textual information, we would like to print that on a song. Okay, it's more like I don't know. It's more emotional. Just text is like there's just information, but in a song may be different. So you get to know the characters, what the forest is about, and all that kind of stuff. So that's the idea, giving you a small like preview of what's going on. And maybe if 1 or 2 songs start to go well and give us some momentum, maybe the end of the day or at the end of the year, we can have an album, because we can check out how the songs will go. Because maybe a whole album, again, Ina said it, a whole album isn't really super it doesn't appeal to youngsters nowadays, and many people, not youngsters only, even me. I'll just like open Spotify and I'm like, okay, metal playlist, let's go, and I check songs. Okay, then if I'm interested in something, then I get the whole record and I'm starting listening to the record, only to realize that the one hit song they have, it's actually, let's say, 2 million streams. Okay, and the other ones have like 100,000 or maybe 10,000 or maybe even 50,000. I don't know. Okay, again, it's about one song that you will listen to repeat and have help the other songs get more spotlight, more attention. Okay, so that's the whole idea about the procedure, the whole thing. Okay, so maybe we'll get an EP out, show you 3 songs, introduce you to the whole thing so you know what's about, so you have time to, let's say, digest the whole thing, and maybe according to the reaction of our fans or maybe potential new fans, we'll see what we'll do. Because again, we have to take into account not only what you guys said, which is super like legit and makes sense, but you have to take into account again that we have limited time. If we had all the time in the world, we might actually do the ideal thing, which is let's prepare the whole album, get the whole idea ready, and then release it partially. Hello, my friend Mary, or how should I call you? Thanks for being here. Grab your beverage or whatever it is you're drinking or eating. Get your snack, and yeah, join the conversation about how in 2023 we like to listen to music. Not listen necessarily, not actually our favorite artists release music, how our favorite artists is preferable for us to release music. Okay, we've been tiptoeing between albums and singles right here, and I was saying to the guys that we're gonna go probably an EP, old school idea again, 3 songs, introduced to the world what Betty is, what The Forest is, what her friends are, and maybe see how it goes and go from there, because again, our time is limited. All right, so if anyone else has anything to say about that, actually, you guys, I ask you to tell me some of your artists. I would like to know. Please type some of your favorite artists to see what they did. Actually, maybe we can get ideas from them. And one other thing that I wanted to tell you is I've been watching what local bands are doing, and I have been seeing all kinds of things. Like there's some bands that are actually doing the single thing. Later on, I saw a band doing an EP, an actual band that, yes, I do, and yeah, I always do. I won't judge. I never judge about music. Okay, so yeah, I saw some bands doing an EP. Some bands are actually preparing a record, and some fans doing the single thing. I would really like to know. I know Ina is from a band. I know. Please check them out. It's Para Noir, whatever. I will write it down. Wait, I'm gonna write the band. Wait, why can't I write the band? Wait, give me a moment. This is because my pronunciation is probably wrong, and Ina might be laughing right now because like I see people can take it correctly. Okay, so Ina, I know you've been releasing albums and a couple of singles along the way. How did if you want to share us how did that work for you? Because so far I can say for ourselves, as you may be preparing your answer, for ourselves, not that it didn't go well. We get a lot of nice things about both Sunshine and Between and Mud that got released like a little bit later. But it was me thinking, oh, we need some records and some videos and some just like that. It went well. I have no complaints. It went well. But again, I was thinking to work more efficiently this year and maybe release a little bit less material. Okay, so if you want to share how it went for you, that would be great. So, and so yeah, to sum this up, again, we're thinking the EP thing. Right now, I'm thinking an album. Okay, so all right, did actually the singles went better? Like when you released, I think, okay, I remember you released like at some point Away and one more. I'm not sure which one, but it was Away with another one. Did it actually went better? Like, did it actually draw fans to listen to the rest? And because when we released 5 a.m. just like 2 months before the actual, not 2 months, actually it was a year or something like that. It went really well, actually. To be honest, I think the new generation listens more to singles. Yeah, that's what I was that's what I know, and I was surprised because I saw the answers from the poll, and most of them were like albums. And then I checked the profiles, and I noticed that it's from various ages, not just our kind of generation. All right. Um, so maybe I don't know. Maybe it depends on how passionate you listen to music or no, or maybe how you grew up. Because even now, if I raise a kid, I will probably tell it, "Hey, you know what? Check the booklet because it's nice pictures in it." I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so yeah. So guys, that's the plan for now. And to give you just a little bit more context of what I'm trying to do lately. Okay, I have 2 songs ready. Not ready, actually, ideas. I'm saying ready because that's wishful thinking, probably. But yeah, I got very excited about this whole thing. So, okay, we have 2 songs ready, and maybe I'll try another 2 in the future. So maybe I'll see the 3 of them may be an EP at the end. The way to get some spotlight. It was hard to get a single because it was expensive. Wait, yeah, they were selling singles back in the day. That's true. Not anymore. You have Spotify right now, and it's again about the playlist. The playlist doesn't have album. Everybody wants to get into the playlist. Nobody's like, take my whole album to the playlist. Yeah. Okay. See, I'm not saying that with with very with a big excitement because again I grew up with reading booklets. Okay, so back to the plan. Okay, so for the next week, I'm thinking maybe I can finalize at least the lyrics for the 3 songs, maybe a couple of melodies and stuff like that, because I want to tell like a preview story of the whole thing, and then we'll see about recording. We're way before that, but first I need to prepare 3 small stories for the whole thing and see how it goes. To other news, we've been trying to recruit some members lately. Hopefully there were enough interest in that front, which makes me happy, and because we've been eager to play and we want to go back to live shows again, because that's the main thing. All right. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, I'm trying to find some hour during the week, and I'm usually torn between should I practice a little bit because I have the guitar thing, I have the vocal thing, I have to prepare the music and do rehearsals and all that kind of stuff in maybe the couple of hours a day I have, and keep up with social media and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of hard. So yeah, again, thank you for your inputs on this. It's very helpful to see how people are actually perceiving this whole thing. But again, I have to ask this: do you guys actually, you guys that you say all these things, do you, when you sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna listen to something, do you put playlists? Do you smash the repeat on some single you liked? Do you actually put an album and say, okay, I'll leave it in the background and play? How do you, let's say, okay, you wake up in the morning and listen to music. How? What do you do? Or whatever time of the day. Just let me know so we can all discuss about that. I believe random listen singles your band. Excuse me for that. So the favorite, but that's my opinion. Yeah, you know what? That was always the case. that was always the case. I mean, even back in the day, you were listening to albums and you were choosing your favorite ones. The whole thing is, what we're actually discussing and debating right now is how an aspired band, a young band, a local band, should release music nowadays. Okay, because we are trying to reach as many people as possible. Okay, because if we do what we want, we'll release albums and do whatever we want, what was viable back in the day, but probably not now. So that's the question, and we start with that because it will affect the whole process. And to give you an example and close that whole topic, if I was discovering that you guys, all of you, all the fan base of Betty the Raccoon as of now, and maybe the potential one, was saying, okay, you know what, Babis, we want albums. I don't care. We will wait 6 months. I would schedule my practice, my writing sessions, and everything else accordingly. Okay, because if it was an album, I would have to think ahead in time. If it's like singles, it means that I have to prepare a song now because I want to be on top of the trend and release. Okay, and also plan it, let's say monthly. So I have a single on November, one single on December, until next year. Okay, it changes the whole schedule, which means we're gonna in the first example in the album, we prepare the whole thing, we rehearse it, then for a month we go to the studio, do the mixing, and then the album comes out. And the second example, we actually be doing that in parts, like prepare the song, rehearse it, record it, mix it, and maybe go back and forth all the time. And you do that in the next consequent 10 months. Okay, I'm not sure if I like that thing, so that's why I was thinking to do it just for 3 songs and see how it goes. And still, I'm not sure about that. But I want to try that actually, because I didn't. We have 2 albums out, which was supposed to be 1. We have 2 albums out. We tried that, and now I want to try and see a step behind. If that doesn't work either, maybe I'll try for the next record. I'll try like just singles, just some bands. I saw some bands do that, but again, I think you lose kind of your identity doing that, because there's a band releasing singles, and what's the whole concept? And maybe just that's me because that's how I got used to. Okay, but if people consuming music in a single manner and they don't care about the concept, the context, then I have probably no choice if I want to make it, because the next time we probably discuss that next time. We want to play live shows and be able to have a fan base, so there's people on our shows, because then there's this small thing about all the places needed to asking us, hey, do you have people that can come over? And we're like, we have like, let's say 30 people. Okay, some like it, some don't. So, but we need to, in a way, we need to increase the band's dynamic. Okay, so if it can be done in singles, let it be that way. If it can be done in albums, how am I to argue? But I want to try the single thing right now, because in albums didn't work out quite as I wanted, and it was the COVID in between and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so if you guys have any questions at this point about what we're doing and how we are doing it, and maybe you want some more inside information about the process, I have we can discuss it if you want. So I'll give you a minute to type any questions you have about how we are dealing with things. And so for now, I'm summing up. Okay, we're thinking the EP thing. I'm in the process of trying to divide time for practice and writing. Okay, the band trying to recruit new members. We're trying some auditions. So we are occupied with that. Once we're done with that and I have a more solid stuff to show you, I can show you how I actually go to the writing process and how I manage ideas, and maybe we can write some stuff. We can ping pong some ideas together and see how it goes, and I'll let you see and put you in the process to see the fun and the struggle. Okay, I usually fixate on one song and listen to it repeat for days. I think it's good to release an album and at the same time release a song in a month so your fans stay in touch. Yeah, that stay touch stuff is really important nowadays. And that's why I'm doing this. One of the reasons I'm doing this, I want to stay in touch with you people and see how you're doing, see how we are doing, and time like this. Maybe, okay, so, and at the end of the year, you put an album, the faves of your before, and maybe 2-3 new. Yeah. Again, that's what I'm trying to, I think I'll try this time. Maybe 2 or 3 songs that preview the whole thing. Because, again, I don't know. Just one song for now means that I have to have ready the second one really soon. Because if a month passes, it's too much. Nowadays, it's too much. So that's another idea I've been thinking. But again, this will take another year of me and the whole band trying to prepare this kind of thing, which means we get a year, we lose a year. Okay. So if I can have ready even a single, although it's my second choice, even a single would be better than that. So we'll give you something and then see how it goes and then do the next. Because again, let's say worst case scenario, even the single or whatever it is, 3 songs, doesn't work. Okay, we have to sit down and see why it didn't work and what we can adjust and change. Because I would rather sit down and troubleshoot the whole thing instead of spending all the year preparing something that in the end it might not work for whatever reason. Okay, so I'll do trial and error in small parts, which means if the single doesn't work, maybe the single wasn't good. If the EP didn't work, maybe it was the timing or whatever. Again, the more I discuss it, the more I feel it's super complicated. But again, I think so far the idea of 3 songs and EP, it excites me because it's a small preview. A small preview of what we do. Actually, even that EP, I'm telling you right now, I will do what you just said. Release a single that will buy you some time, then release an album. That's the idea, actually. Maybe I wasn't clear about it. Prepare the EP, release a single, then release a second one, then there's a third one. If the momentum builds up and people are asking for more, then probably then there's a time to do the rest. And maybe the whole thing will lead to that. I mean, if singles go well, maybe it will lead to that. And in the end of the day, at the end of the year, we'll have several songs or maybe several EPs. So yeah, that's an idea too. I'll do the first one in the way you say. So, okay, single. Okay, we have the EP. Get it, support us. Yeah, okay. And maybe since the story needs to unfold, because it won't be only 3 songs about the whole forest, there are like several characters and all that kind of thing, I may be needing more. But again, if it works, it works. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Again, I don't know. I will think all of that and see. Maybe next week I'll change my mind and tell you something else. Okay. So, yeah, I think we'll call it today, guys, unless anyone has a question or something. Thank you very, very much for being here. And also, I would like to tell you, you can also be part of this by supporting our band. We have a small bundle, and since we are actually introducing the characters and the whole story, you can be part of that story by supporting us. And I'm explaining. You can buy our digital album and also our 3D Betty figurine we have in our website. You can check all of that in our website. Okay, if you buy both, we're gonna draw you a character. And right now, not only we are going to draw you a character, but this character will be part of the story that we are actually preparing. So far it was like it was only characters. You can see all the characters that have been created in our website again. But now I was thinking, okay, you know what? Since you guys are doing that for us, for us, we can actually include you in the actual story. So any character, any character that actually supported us and bought our stuff, and we have drawn, it will be in the story. Any additional one, you are more than welcome, because the more characters the story, this forest has, we can release more stories about them and more interactions between them, and maybe something interesting can come up. So again, feel free to go to our website. Again, I'm repeating, the bundle is you buy a record, whatever record, in digital format, and you buy the small figurine we have. And you get the character and, of course, a part in the story. You'll be in some story at some point pretty soon, I hope. Okay, because right now we are in the beginning. We are introducing Betty, probably, the whole forest thing, and maybe a couple of important characters so far. We'll see. Again, all of those on top of my head. We'll get notified about how things are going on during the week. All right. So, yeah. Again, for one last time, thank you for joining the live stream and the discussion. It was very fun. It's always fun talking to you guys and exchanging opinions, and for whatever else we might discuss. I don't mind. Next time we may discuss about food, because yeah, we love food. All right. So thank you very much again. Please go to our website and support us if you like, or maybe you can learn anything about the whole thing, the whole band, listen to the music and read the stories. And we'll be in touch during the week with stories, as I said. You will see the struggle, and I'll notify you about the next live stream when I have something substantial to show you and share with you. So for now, keep the whole EP thing, the preview story, and until next time, guys, thank you very, 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 very much. I love you all. Have a great time. Eat well, drink well, be happy, and yeah. Bye-bye, all. Love you all. Thank you.